Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cloverly Academy. My name is Sophia Wardell, and today we have a very special guest, author, speaker, and freelance travel writer, Caitlyn Lubas. Caitlyn Lubas is the author of the best-selling travel memoir, You Are Where You Go. She continues to write freelance as she travels the world. Thanks for joining us today, Caitlyn.
Thanks for having me on. I'm so excited to share.
Likewise, likewise. So, Caitlin, to start, I just want to talk about using your book as a brand and a thought leader tool and how to promote it through events. So, how can an author, in your opinion, position their book as an extension of their personal brand and thought leadership?
Yeah, that's something I've really tried to do with my book. So, my book, You Are Where You Go, is originally about my experience traveling during college. It's kind of focusing on the intersection of travel and personal development. And rather than just that being a standalone book, I've really tried to grow it into a community and a movement of people who not just want to read about travel and personal development through my own experience, but who actually want to get out there and take the initiative to travel and experience personal growth themselves. So, kind of expanding beyond this was my lived experience, here's what I wrote about, but now actually creating a community through events, through leading group trips, by fostering community in person, through whether people have actually read the book or not, if they're interested in this general niche of intentional travel, travel with a goal of personal development, that's where I've been really able to expand from just having a book and having one single product that is my story to having a community and a broader brand and movement around you are where you go, that anyone can discover who they really are and make up the pieces of their own personality through travel and having these amazing experiences.
Right. It really is you as a brand. Now, what strategies have worked best for you when using speaking engagements or events to promote your book?
I think always having something to offer is really important. So whenever I've tried to put on a event in recent history, I have said, first and foremost, you can come and learn from me. Like I am there as a resource to you to share my experience traveling, to share how I have been able to visit almost 100 countries, many of them by myself at the age of 26, kind of positioning myself as an expert and then offering to share my expertise with the audience. That's one main takeaway. But then the other being, if you come to this event, not only will you get to learn and meet me, but you will also get to meet other people who share that common interest in travel and personal development. So when I've done a couple You Are Where You Go meetups in recent weeks, I have had a great time sharing my personal advice, but also I love seeing everyone make friends with each other. And that is really what takes it beyond just an author to reader experience and actually makes a many to many community experience, which I think everyone finds really valuable, including myself.
Oh, of course. Yeah, the community side is so important. And in regard to just connection, because we're kind of on that note, how do you connect with organizations and conferences or media outlets to establish yourself as an authority in your niche?
I would say, honestly, optimizing your LinkedIn to invite people to reach out to you is a huge part of how I've been able to connect with conferences and opportunities in the past. So, making sure your tagline says author, says speaker, whatever you're really looking to branch out more into, make sure that's very obvious to someone that they should and can reach out to you for those opportunities. I think also. I personally am just always interested in meeting new people. So anytime someone in my life comes to me and says, "Hey, there's this person that I think you might get along with," take the call, go to the coffee chat, always be interested in expanding your network because you never really know where an invitation or an opportunity is going to come from. I really do think that building a personal brand and especially building a meaningful relationship in a community between yourself as an author and readers who follow you for any sort of thought leadership is it has to be a two-way street of I'm giving to you, but you in my audience also might be able to bring opportunities to me, and I'm just always open to actually fostering connections in a genuine way because those might lead to opportunities down the road.
I think that's a great point. I know a lot of people that don't necessarily love networking, and just think of it as more of a tedious task. And it really is true. You never know the kind of connections you're going to make. Now, I want to talk a little bit about some creative ways to expand on a book's title. You've done a very good job of this, but how could other authors expand on their book's title, or concept to create a broader brand that isn't just the book itself?
Yeah, I think for me, it felt natural to first use the book as a way to inspire people to travel with intention and for a goal of learning and growing, and then to also provide an opportunity for people to actually travel and learn and grow. So, expanding from my book into a brand of like community travel group trips was a very natural expansion, but I would encourage any author to think about what is the main message of your book and how might you be able to not just impart that message through words and sharing your story, but how might you be actually be able to create an event, a experience, a community around that same topic. So it definitely takes a little bit of creative brainstorming or just also see what comes naturally to you. Like I didn't really have a goal of branching my book into a community. It just kind of naturally happened because I'm interested in travel. I'm interested in bringing people together. And it felt really just something I was excited about to be able to bring people together on group trips around the world. So I think just following your intuition a bit is also probably my best piece of advice.
Now, I want to close by just asking you, how can an author leverage social media and content marketing to continually promote their book and message?
I think the best way to continuously promote your book without like shoving it in people's face every day saying, buy my book, is to just live a life that really exemplifies the message of your book. So I, on a day-to-day basis, am living my life in such a way that I'm emphasizing travel, I'm emphasizing opportunities to learn and grow and really get to know the world, but also get to know yourself. So I think because I'm actively living basically the next plot of my book in real time, I'm in a constant state of reminding people that I live a certain way and I've actually written all that down of why I live this way. And if you want to learn more about my life philosophy, the things I've learned thus far, this book is also there for you to dive in deeper. But I really try to post pretty much on a daily basis of what am I doing, especially if it involves travel. That's just a great way to continue the conversation of this is who I am, this is what I'm all about, and continuing to establish myself as a thought leader in the space around travel, personal development. I would say anything that you can share that just reminds someone about the topic of your book and every now and then actually like holding your book or doing something with it can be a good way to keep it top of mind as well. But I would say the most organic way to do it is just living and having a daily talking point that is something related to your book because you don't want to just be plugging the buy my book link every day. You want to be providing some sort of inspiration or example of how the book is not just a series of words on a page, it's actually a way that you live your lifestyle.
Well, Caitlin, thank you so much. That was wonderful insight on how to build a brand around your book.
Thank you.
Lastly, where can our listeners find and connect with you?
They can find me on Instagram. I'll be at Caitlyn Lubas or at You Are Where You Go, which is the title of my book. I also have a website called youarewhereyougo.com, so you can reach me on any of those websites.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to today's interview with author, speaker, and freelance travel writer, Caitlyn Lubas. Be sure to check out our website for more videos. Wishing you all a fulfilling and successful writing journey.